Hello, this is a note about setting up or connecting the StarPath high accuracy, low cost USB barometer, connecting it or connecting it to qtVlm. Now, let me show you that device. Here it is. It's a very small package like that, but it's a very accurate barometer, and it comes in a storage can metal box like this, and then you just plug that into a computer, and it'll run in any navigation app. Or if you, and that's what I'm illustrating here, one navigation app's qtVlm. But if you don't, you can also run it just as in your computer, running our very versatile here barograph apps, one for Mac and one for PC. They're free programs, and there's a movie that shows how those work. It's a very powerful barometric display, and you have all that information here. So, but now we're talking about putting it to a navigation program for evaluating weather maps and keeping track of the weather. So here is, and I've plugged it in. I've actually plugged it in not directly into the computer, but I've plugged it into a long cable so I can stand up and make the pressure go up and down a little bit. So the way we can show it either as a digital value here as a meter, or we can do it as a little graph, a histogram. And then, but let's set it up first here. This is a PC, and so we need to know what COM port we're on in the PC. This one, I think. Let me go here. Configuration, NEMA connections. COM port 4. It's 4 here. And you see that's almost pretty obvious in this case, but you could have a lot of things connected and it's not 4. But so you would just say incoming, add a custom port. It's a serial port. It's here. These settings you could just take default. They won't matter, and we don't need to bother with any of that. That's all there is to it. If you're uncertain about the port, you can run the device manager. Whoops, what happened to that? I've spelled it wrong. DEVI, device manager, and then device manager, and under the ports you'll see a list of all your ports, and in this case I don't have anything there, but with your nav program you could have quite a few things plugged in, and then this is it, and you can identify which one. Just unplug the barometer. If this goes away, then that's the one it is, and so forth. So that's the port. So we have that. Then the way we're going to read it is if you go to QT here, configuration, and then we want to go to the instruments, and I've got, normally when you're running and navigating, you're going to have all kinds of instruments turned on, but for the time being I've only turned on pressure, and for the graphs, or what they are histograms, I've turned on only pressure here. And I've, let's see, is this where you choose the style? No, you don't choose the style here. There's different styles of these histograms that you can use. And then, so that's okay. And then you turn them on here. And let's see what we've got. Okay. But these are NEMA signals coming in, so you have to turn the NEMA on. And so now the NEMA is turned on, and let's see. Okay, there's the pressure. And it should start showing in the graph. Okay, so that's the, what is that? This style, again, there's different styles that have different color combinations, some solid, some not. Some have darker numbers. This is like 10, 14. Well, that's that pressure right here. And then if I now take my, reach this barometer way up to the ceiling, with the high, we have not very high ceiling, so I can't be too big an effect here. But let's just run it there for a minute, and you see as I go up in the atmosphere, the pressure drops. The normal rate of drop in the atmosphere is 0.44 millibars per 12 feet. So we call that 0.44 per floor. That's a jingle you remember if you ever need to make that estimate. And that's a remarkably good estimate, way up in 1,000 feet or more. Okay, and so now that's up there on the roof, on the overhead. Now I'm coming down, I'm setting the barometer on the floor. And then as I go on the floor, the pressure will go back up and so forth. So that's the pressure connected to the device, and it's that simple. And then you can use that to monitor the actual, to evaluate weather maps and to forecast when you see the pressure dropping or rising, you know that the weather's changing and so forth. And we have a lot of courses and books about that subject. Okay, so that's what it looks like and how you plug it into qtVlm. And then that's where I'll stop now.